Seems like every time I start one of these, I'm forgetting something. We're all here. It's all figured out. It's early, and I'm early, meaning my brain isn't fully turned on yet. So we'll see how these puzzles go. You know those days when you wake up and you're like, I could have slept for maybe 6 more days. That's how I feel right now. I'm up. My body woke me up. And I need to get up, but I'm trying to convince myself that consciousness is where I should be right now. Oh my goodness. It's not even a super busy day or anything. It's a day to rest and connect with family and all that on a Sunday, but oh my goodness, I'm just like still trying to get my body to wake up. So let's wake up our brains doing some puzzles, yeah? Let's do it. All right, so we'll dive in. We'll play connections. We're trying to create 4 groups of 4, and I see earthworm, float, mushroom, moonwalk, startle, puddle, Sunday, jump, shake, robot, mud, floss, bolt, split, cabbage patch, and jerk. Okay, I see, I could be wrong here, but I see 6 different dances. I see do the earthworm, right? It's that one where you like flounder around on the ground. I see moonwalk. I see do the jump. Yes, the jump. The 2 o'clock jump or the 1 o'clock jump. Yes, that's I don't think that's what they're going for. I could be wrong. Flossing is a generational dance that was that 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Doing the robot and doing the jerk. And so I don't know which one they're going for because I see 5, maybe 6, 6 different potential dance moves. So let's maybe whittle it down. And if that's the easiest, most straightforward category, let's see if we can whittle it down to just 4 because I see at least 6 different dance moves. I see to startle. You woke up with a jerk. Startle. Woke up with a start. Shake. Maybe jump. I think we're on to something there. Okay, here's another one. You can get a sundae. You can get a banana split. Oh, you can get a shake. And you can get a float at a soda fountain. Ice cream treats. Great. Okay, so that got rid of... Well, I guess the shake... Well, none of those were dance moves, were they? Earthworm. Puddle, mud, earthworm, and mushroom. Those are like things in a humid place. Oh, they do go together. Seen in the aftermath of a rainstorm. Oh my gosh, I picked them because they're like wet, humid things. Okay. I didn't expect that to be the purple category. Okay, so we have still not gotten rid of any... Look, okay, so the dance moves are the robot, the moonwalk. Oh, we did get rid of one of them. Which one? I don't know. And then... Oh, hey, good morning. Did I fall for the red herring? What was the red herring? I see a bunch of dance moves. Is that what we were on to? And the floss and the jerk. But technically the jump is also is also a dance. Okay, it is one away, so I think maybe jump. Crap, it's still one away. Okay, so this was one away, and this was one away. No. This was one away. And I only have one guess left. Oh, I didn't notice that. Look at that. Look at that. How did I not see that? Startle, moonwalk, sun. Okay, so okay, I didn't even see that as a. Am I on to something with this dance move thing? I must be like. So the moonwalk was a dance move. Doing the robot was a dance move. All 5 of these are dance moves. Yeah. No, I clicked on those before. Startle. Shake. I said startle and shake. Okay, so maybe let's go back to that one. See if there is some merit in that. Startle. Jump. Jerk. And bolt? The Cabbage Patch? To flinch, to bolt, jerk, jump, and startle. Now these dance moves, robot, moonwalk, Cabbage Patch? And then the floss. Okay, so the only thing... First, I don't know what the Cabbage Patch is. Apparently that's a dance move. If robot, moonwalk, and floss go together. Floss was made by the new generation, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. Sorry if you're part of the new generation. But a jump is also a dance, or I guess it's more a song style, so I see what you're going for there. All right. Then dance moves. Okay, I take issue with this one just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Dance moves. Cabbage Patch? I don't know. I've never seen the Cabbage Patch. I know Cabbage Patch Kids, and that's about it. The floss, the new generation's favorite little move. The moonwalk, of course, Michael Jackson, and then the robot. But a jump, I believe, is also a dance. And what else did I say? A split or a shake or something? I don't know. The world's full of mysteries, guys. For the record, Bruno Mars should be the person who walked on the moon so he can moonwalk. That's funny. Well, Michael Jackson did it first, right? Okay, so let's play the mini. It's a 5x5 with no holes cut out. Interesting. Word before flaw or attraction? Oh, yeah, fatal. Fatal flaw or fatal attraction. Pickle liquid. Oh, it must be maybe brine. Oh, but then FB? Ugh. I don't know, maybe we're doing something wrong there. Horseshoe-shaped Greek letter. Omega. Literary theme. Maybe genre. Whoops. Didn't mean to spell that with an A. Like a stereotypical frat dude. I don't know. Let's see what we've got going down, because I don't think some of these are correct. Irresponsible thing to drop around small children, perhaps. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So whatever this is, it starts with an M because F-bomb. It's irresponsible to drop the F-bomb around small children. That's really funny. Cover of night. Oh, funny. Armor. I like that. Link with. Tie to. How about that? The U in the Rolling Stones lyric, "Don't you weep, all your kisses still taste sweet." The U. I don't know. Full of foliage. Leafy. Literary theme is a motif. Like a stereotypical frat dude in slang. Broski. But then the opposite, for down, the U in the Rolling Stones lyric, "Don't you weep, all your kisses still taste sweet." Angie? I don't know. I guess I don't know that song. The problem is I don't know that song. Oh, gosh. There we go. I got to keep remembering. I got to fix that size. Okay. Yeah. Great. Let's go over this whole 5x5 here. Word before flaw or attraction. Fatal flaw, fatal attraction. Pickle liquid, brine. Right? It's vinegar and water and spices makes a brine. Horseshoe-shaped Greek letter is omega. Some people say omega. Literary theme, motif. Like a stereotypical frat dude in slang. Broy. Yeah, I don't know about that one. How did both Sam Mazersky and Joel Fagliano let that one slide? Broy. I don't know. Yeah. I don't love that one. Irresponsible thing to drop around small children, perhaps. The F-bomb. That's pretty funny. Cover of night with a K. Armor. Link with, tie to. The U in the Rolling Stones lyric, "Don't you weep, all your kisses still taste sweet." Angie. I just don't know that song. Full of foliage, leafy. Leafy. Cool. All right, I'm running off 6-7 hours of sleep, but I'm pumped. I'm ready. I'm going. My mind is still getting up to speed. So let's see how we do on this Wordle. What about... What if we started with chant? Okay, a little bit of help. We got the T. What do we do next? How about spore? No help at all from spore. Okay. I'm trying to think of a non-intersecting word from those two. A word that doesn't use any of those first 10. Oh, here's one. G-U-I-L-D. Guild. Oh, come on. Throw me a bone. Okay. So there's a T somewhere. There's an I somewhere. And we've got all these letters that haven't been guessed yet. It's not a Q because there was no U. Could be a W, I guess. There's no C for the K. Could be a K, but I doubt it. What are some consonants that go together? T. TW can go together. FT goes sometimes at the end of a word, like thrift, but the T doesn't go at the end in this puzzle. And it's not consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, like yesterday. Wasn't yesterday consonant that same pattern? So really what I should be asking is, are there words that maybe should go together, or letters that should go together because the consonant, the I goes in the second, and then, you know, like this kind of thing. Nifty, 50, 50, but there's a double F there, bifty, wifty. Should we try it? I mean, that would be throwing away a guess if we're wrong, because there's a double F. I don't need to tell me there's not two F's. I do want to find out if it's, because that's like the only 3 consonant that I can think of. I guess in this case, technically, the Y would be a vowel. All right, let's just see. It'll tell us if the I is in the right place. Okay. That's not what I expected. That is not at all what I expected. Okay, so throw me a bone here. IWTY. Can't see that. Oh, could be double T. Like witty. Whoa. Witty. You know what I mean? If it's a double T, then it would do that. Or Biddy, or Mitty. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I suppose Kitty, too. Okay. Okay. I'd rather get it on the 5th than the 6th. That's fine. If I get it on the 5th, that's great. But on the 6th, not so much. Then I really start to worry. Then I really start to get nervous. Okay, but we started with the word chant, which gave us a T. Then we tried spore, which was a non-intersecting word. And then the word guild, that had an I. So there's a T, there's an I somewhere. And I tried 50, doubling the F. That was a great personal risk to myself. And then it was I blank TTY. I'm like, what else does I blank TTI? It's got to be, either bitty or, I don't know, witty. What was the other thing I said? Yeah. Anyway, that was I'm glad I was correct. I'll say that. I'm glad I was correct. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, kitty. Yeah, that was the other one that I could have put in. Kitty. Nice little kitty cat. Okie doke. And our strands today. Gotta click the button first, I guess. You are my sunshine. There was something similar like 2-3 months ago, and it was all variations of yellow. Do you remember that? Yellow, it was different yellow things. You are my sunshine. So I wonder if this is like yellow. Oh my gosh, it is. It's got to be, because I see right here. Yellow. Sorry, what? What? Okay, am I up in the night here? Because I was thinking... Okay, tell me I'm wrong. The spangram describes the puzzle theme and touches two opposite sides of the board. It may be one or more words. The spangram is highlighted in yellow. An example spangram with corresponding words, lime, fruit, banana, blah, blah, blah. You know how to play the game. What I don't see, help me out here. Did anybody else get freaked out by this? Am I the only one? Am I the first person ever to play this puzzle and get freaked out? Okay, this is yellow, but it's a spangram that doesn't touch. I'm having a crisis, guys. I'm having a day. I'm having a time right here trying to figure out why they're playing these. This is an April Fool's joke or something. Okay, so if these are yellows, you are my sunshine, yellow. Or maybe because the spangram is yellow, did they switch the colors? I'm so weirded out by the fact that is this not the spangram? Are they messing with us? I see ing. I see ARO. That's weird. Orange. Oh my gosh. That was not kind. That was not kind. I need a minute, guys. Oh. Oh. This is throwing me. This is absolutely throwing me. Okay, so orange, yellow. What else would there be? If you are my sunshine. Are we going for all the colors of the rainbow? Is purple in here? Or are these like sunshiny yellowish colors? I see house. Why do I see house? Everything hurts. Everything hurts. Oh. Chasing rainbows. There's chasing. I'm gonna need a minute. Chasing rainbows. Blue. Violet. Well, I keep spelling blue the French way. There we go. And green. Oh my gosh. And the spangram is a rainbow flag. Look at that. This one threw me. This one absolutely sent me. Oh my gosh. Why was this? It is autological. Very, very well said. It's autological. Oh my gosh. What threw me was that I found yellow first, right? It's you are my sunshine. You are my sunshine. And I found, there's yellow, because yellow is the hue of the sun, right? You draw with crayons, and you're going to draw the sun bright, happy yellow. And then it was a spangram, what I thought was a spangram, because it was autological, as you said. POV, when you decide to play the New York Times puzzles, at your sleepy times and not understanding what the heck is going on. Okay, truth be told, I woke up maybe 20 minutes ago before my live stream. And I'm seeing what should be yellow as the spangram not go from top to bottom, left to right. Oh, heavens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need more sleep. I really do. I am I should crash for a little while longer. Oh, this one absolutely sent me. You are my sunshine, chasing rainbows. Right? Beautiful rainbow colors. I got orange, yellow, indigo, green, blue, and violet. Now, what really would have sent me is if all of those were the wrong color, right? They couldn't put red. I see why they put the spangram in red today, because in the Strands puzzle, you can't do 3-letter words. Those are too short. But our friend Roy G. Biv came to say hi today. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Not fun puzzles, or is it? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm still kind of reeling from this one. Oh. Really what happened is the first thing I got was yellow. And yellow, when you play a typical Strands, yellow is the spangram. And today, the yellow, what I thought was the spangram, didn't go from one side to the other. And that's what first threw me off. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. All right, let's play Letterbox. And a bunch of people just joined in. If you've never played Letterbox before, think of it like a word search. We're trying to find, or not word search, we're trying to span across to create words. Letterbox. Strands is the word search one. Letterbox, we're trying to go, make words like whatever, G, R, O, whatever, to make different words. Now, you can't use 2 letters on the same side. That's the tricky part, one after the other. So we've got an N, a V, and an A. We've got I, H, and L on one side, D, R, and T, U, and G, and O. So we have to solve it in 4 words, which is a little surprising. Maybe it's not surprising. Maybe it's just me working off of, minimal sleep right now. I can't do like a TR word. So let me know if you see any just absolutely stellar words like some of you guys saw yesterday, which was, what was it? Lumberjack. Oh my gosh. I went over to my mom's yesterday and she was like, "Hey, honey, I watched your live stream and like, why did you guys have pancakes or something? Like, why were you thinking about lumberjacks?" Right? We came up with that word lumberjack in the letterbox yesterday, and that was just a stellar word. But it was just so funny because they were like, everyone, like my whole family was like, "Yeah, why do you associate lumberjacks with pancakes?" And I'm like, I'm not the only one, right? And I started looking it up, and apparently there was a whole Reddit thread about this, and they were like, "Why do I associate lumberjacks with pancakes? What's the connection there?" And I did find a I forget where I saw it. I did ask. Did I ever tell you when I ask ChatGPT things? I say, "Let me ask a friend. Let me text a friend." So he's my lifeline, and I ask, ChatGPT. I'm like, "Hey, why do I associate lumberjacks with pancakes?" And ChatGPT said it was a clever marketing, that who is it? Paul Bunyan and his blue ox and all that next to pancakes, and we associate lumberjacks with pancakes now. So like Hungry Jack and all that, That's funny. Okay, so what can we do here? I see GR. I was going to say Grail. Okay, can't say Grail because I and L are on the same side. Oh, look at this. I and G are on the same side. That's handy. Grating. I'd love to get rid of the H. The H is kind of bugging me there. I was going to say Ghoul, but O and U are on the same side. There's no E in this puzzle. Oh, shoot. There's no E. I was going to say grovel, but EL. I can't do EL here. Yeah, this is easy because the ing helps you out. OLD. Okay, hold on. Holding. Grunt. You could say grunt. And then let's see. I'm trying to think of a word that has an A and a V in it, but they can't go together. It can't be an AV like a travel or something. I keep wanting to say travel, but that's tricky with the A and the V on the same side. That was the other thing my mom said when I saw her yesterday. She said, "You have a nervous tick." I was like, "What do you mean? What's my nervous tick?" She said, "Your nervous tick is to scratch your head." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I never realized." So anytime you see me scratch my head, you got to call me out on it. That's my nervous tick. I didn't realize I had a nervous tick. Everyone does. You bite your nails or you do certain things. Sometimes I catch myself biting my lip or something. She said, "No, your nervous tick is you scratch your head." Okay, how do we get rid of the V and the A? We could put it in two different words. I'm fine with that. We could totally put it into two different words. Like tar, that's fine. But then what do you do with the man? Okay, V. If we could find a word that ends in an H, starts with a V and then ends in an H, or has a V in it, we could put it at the beginning of this puzzle. We could put It's tough where there's no E. There's no E today. Holding. Is riv a word? Riv is not a word. If there was an E, we could play rivet. Or if the V and the A were on two different sides, we could play rival. We might be in a deep, dark corner here. Okay, how about holding, grunt, tar. Okay, and then we just need that V. Golly, if we can get rid of that V somehow. If you guys see some tricky way to get rid of the V, that would be very appreciated. V-O-I, there's no... Oh, there is a D. Holding and grunt. Okay, so what if we started with the V and we said void? And then how do we get over to the H for holding? Darath. Any ideas? Grunt. I wrote down grunt. I wrote down grunt, but I'm not going to start with it because I think there's an ing word that I could use to lead into grunt. You know what I mean? So I haven't forgotten it. I wrote it on my little sticky note. It's still there. Okay, hold on. How about daring? Okay, and then we use grunt. How about phthalo? Phthalo blue. Are you kidding me? Tell me phthalo's not a word. Phthalo green, phthalo blue. Whoever made the dictionary for this has never painted before. Thurl. I swear we're onto something, guys. I'm just... Again, I woke up 20 minutes before this, so I'm my mind is still waking up. Okay, grunting. If we add the ing, does that help us at all? We could play ghoul if the O and the U weren't on the same side. Ghoul. Oh my gosh. And now I'm stuck with an H. Glar. Okay, I'm gonna write down this pathway too, because we started with void, then we went to daring, and then grunt. Grunting. Hey, Anime, how you doing? Let me explain the rules again. So this is a New York Times puzzle. They do it daily. There's a new puzzle every day. And we are trying to use up all 12 of these letters by spanning across the box. And they give you a limit of how many words you can use. Here, let me reset it. It says try to solve it in 4 words, right? And one word... the last letter of the first word starts the next word, right? So if I end on an N, then my next one then starts on an N. We're trying to use up all of them, and they give you, it says, oh, solve it in 4 words. Sometimes you have to solve it in 5, solve it in 6, and today you have to solve it in 4, but even just in 4 sounds really tough to me. And that may be because I just woke up not that long ago, so my brain is not fully turned on. So if you see any words... some good, long college level words that we could use that hopefully use up maybe a V and an H. That would be fantastic. There's no E in this puzzle. There's no S in the puzzle either. And some letters that you would expect to go together, like a TR or something, they're on the same side, you know. So... I wish there was an E in this puzzle. That would make it a whole lot easier. I'm thinking a bunch of like biblical words that have like ETH, eth, you know, groweth or whatever. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Some days it's easy and I get it, you know, in 3 seconds. And then some days I sit there and stare at it like, oh my gosh. What have I gotten myself into? So we had a couple of good pathways. I had holding leading to grunt, leading to tar. But I'm just having a hard time coming up with words that have a V in them. If you see anything that can use up the V, then we can pretty easily get the rest of them, I bet. Oh, that's a good one. Well, we can't play valid because V and A are on the same side. Good thinking, though. Groving. Is groving a word? Groving's not a word. Okay, we play loving. Loving's a okay word, I guess. Yeah, I wish valid could work. That would be great. Okay, then what did we play? We played loving. And then grunting. We could go grunting. Or just grunt. Thaddeus. Toad. We play Toad. How about duh? Duh is a word. Okay, great. We did it. We did it, sports fans. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, the word loving, we had to do this in 4 words today. Loving led to the G for grunt, and then the T led to toad, and then the D for duh. Hey, it worked. It worked. We got off with it. We got away with it. So, all right. Well, you guys that are brand new, if you like what you see, consider subscribing. Give it a like. We do this every day. So if you like these puzzles, they come up in your feed every day. Let's recap. Let's do everything we've done today. For the connections puzzle, we're trying to create 4 groups of 4. The yellow category was ice cream treats, right? You can go to a soda shop and get a float, a shake, banana split, or a sundae. The purple category, usually the trickier one, and we got it second, which is funny. Leave it to me to get the not so obvious ones first. Seen in the aftermath of a rainstorm, right? See an earthworm or mud, mushrooms, puddle. I just saw it as like humid things. I don't know. Things that love the wet. The green category was flinch, to bolt, to jerk, to jump, or to startle. And then dance moves. I knew that these were dance moves, the floss, the moonwalk, and the robot, but I didn't know the cabbage patch, so I think that's what threw me off today. I think that was the jump is also a dance move. Okay. Word before flaw or attraction, fatal. This is the mini crossword, by the way. If you love doing crosswords, but you want to do just like a little short, low maintenance, low effort kind of thing, the mini crossword is a perfect daily crossword. It's usually only a 5x5. Sometimes it's a little bit bigger. This one has no cutouts. You know how like a crossword will usually have little black squares, cutouts. This one does not, so that's kind of interesting. Fatal flaw, fatal attraction. Pickle liquid, brine. The horseshoe-shaped Greek letter is omega. Literary theme, motif. I said genre, but I was way off there. Yeah, motif. Like a stereotypical frat dude in slang, broy. Yeah, I'll poo-poo that word. I don't think I don't love that one. Irresponsible thing to drop around small children, perhaps. Yeah, the F-bomb. You do not want to say the F word in front of your sweet, innocent ears. Cover of night with a K, and the question mark means it's, funny gimmick answer. Armor, the cover of night. Link with, tie to. Angie was the you in the Rolling Stones lyric, Don't You Weep, All Your Kisses Still Taste Sweet. I don't know if I've heard that song. Angie. Let's see, full of foliage, leafy. Sweet. All right, and then we did the Wordle, and we got it in 5 today. Typically, I get it in 4. You can see right there, the majority of things I get in 4. More often, I get it in 5. Maybe they're increasing the difficulty lately. Who knows? But I started with the word chant, and that gave us the T. And then I came up with a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those previous letters, and I came up with spore, which was no help at all. And then guild. So 3 different words that all 5 letters in each word are not, the same. So we didn't duplicate any letters. So there are 15 letters we knocked out, and it only gives the I and the T. So I'm like, what the heck? So I thought, okay, well, this is 50. So 50 told us at least where the letters go, which is great. I blank, blank, I blank, T-Y. And so I thought, okay, maybe it's witty. And it was. And the other thing I was going to guess if that was wrong was kitty with a K. All right. And then Strands puzzle. Some of you guys joined me during the Strands puzzle, and I was losing my absolute mind over this one because the first thing I saw was the yellow, right? It says yellow right there. And yet, typically in a typical Strands puzzle, the spangram goes all the way left to right, up and down, connects 2 sides of the puzzle. And then here we've got a yellow that doesn't connect both sides of the puzzle. And I was losing my mind about it. It's not that was the spangram. In fact, the spangram was red today. These are all different, colors of the rainbow. Hue are my sunshine. You can see the spangram that goes all the way across makes a little rainbow. That's cute. And it's chasing rainbows. So, chasing rainbows, we've got orange, yellow, indigo, blue, violet, and green. That's cool. Yeah, typically the spangram is the yellow one. Kind of threw me for a loop today. All right, and then the letterboxed. We just barely did this one, and it took me a while. I had a couple of good strings, a couple of good ways to do it. I had holding, grunt, tar, void, daring, and grunting. Instead, we kind of threw some of that out the window. Loving, and the G led to grunt. And then I saw anime, you said, yeah, what if we played Toad? So I threw Toad in there. And then I just needed the H, so I'm like, duh. How did they solve it yesterday? Let's see yesterday's answer. Opal and lumberjack. No freaking way. That's exactly how I solved it yesterday. Wow, that is lucky. That is so lucky. That's cool. Opal and lumberjack. Oh, I'm proud of myself for that. That's cool. All right. Well, if you like what you saw today, give it a like. Consider subscribing. We do this every day. Thanks for a great chat. Thanks for some awesome comments and help through all these funny puzzles and stuff. And yeah, you guys are awesome. I will catch you on the next one. See ya.